hasn't got enough food to be able to sustain them, and this is causing a human-elephant conflict that's going on out in their native countries at the moment. What's happening is the elephants are raiding the farmers' villages. They are knocking over their crops to get to the food at the top, and because of their incredible sense of smell, they're also smashing and knocking over the food containers to get to the food inside. But much worse than this, they are also destroying the farmers' homes. Not only to get to the food that's inside those homes, but also to take out any frustration that might be in those people inside those homes. So what they will do is pick the people up in their trunks, kicking and screaming. I said kicking and screaming, Stefan. For appreciation weekends. And in many cases, what will then happen is the elephants leading will then crush the people to death. Are you ready, Luca? Let's do a proper job of this one. Here we go, all the way down, Luca. Here we go. All the way down, he's still breathing. There we go, good girl. And around 200 to 300 people are killed in such incidents every single year. But of course, she hasn't really crushed Stefan. We are just acting for you this afternoon. But this just shows another side of humans' relationship with elephants. That is a very close and unique bond that we have with our elephants. As you can see, Luca is now going to help Stefan all the way back up onto his feet, using her trunk. There we go. Give them a nice big round of applause. And Jennifer has got a conservation project going on out in Thailand at the moment, which is helping to minimise the amount of incidents from occurring, but also helping to create barriers between the farmers' crops and the elephants themselves, so that they can all live in harmony. Now, elephants have been associated with mankind since around 2000 BC, during which time they've been mainly used for hauling, logging and for warfare. Now this afternoon our elephants are going to demonstrate to you some of the ways in which they are used out at the logging camp. So for this bit, we're going to ask Luca and Donna to come up and show you how these guys enjoy working together. And in tandem they're going to help to move, say, a log from the interiors of the forest down to the river's edge, and actually unknowingly helping to destroy their own natural habitats. But they're doing very well for you today, so give them a nice big round of applause. Well done, you two. Now they're a much bigger and much more awkward log to move around. Another way you can use an elephant is by using their immense power and strength. As you can see, Kaylee is now pushing this log along, and an elephant is able to push an object that equals the same body weight. So if you think Kaylee weighs 3.5 tons, that is an awful lot of weight behind these animals. You can also get the youngsters involved. As you can see, Donna is now taking this log over to the awaiting cart on the railway track. Stefan is now riding Luca, just as the mahouts would do as well. This time he's communicating with her by using his feet, just tapping the backs of her ears. That just tells Luca to carry on pushing that truck all the way to the end. There you go, Luca, make sure it touches the post. There you go, well done. Give him a nice big round of applause. Come on, this is Elephant Appreciation Weekend. And as they come back in line, keep your eyes on Stefan and Luca, because he's going to dismount Luca in the traditional fashion like the mahouts would do, just like that. Come on, give him a round of applause. Working very hard for you this afternoon. Now that close and unique bond that we have with our elephants starts right from the moment they are born. And we usually like to train our elephants once they're around 3 months of age, or once we have noticed that they are eating solid food, because then we know we are able to give them rewards, which is a very important part of the training process, not just with elephants but with any animal. Things that we start to train them is to look inside their mouths, checking over their teeth. Elephants have got 4 teeth in their mouth at any one time. They go through 6 sets of teeth in their lifetime. And a fully grown elephant, each tooth is the size of a house brick and weighs up to 4 kilos. Then we move on to things like asking them to present their feet. It's very important when you're looking after elephants to be able to check over their feet and perform foot care on them, because elephants, just like horses and things like that, can get overgrown toenails and pads on the bottom of their feet. And if you weren't to trim their toenails back and the pads of their feet, obviously it would be very uncomfortable for them, but this could also lead to infection. So it actually is a very important part of looking after these animals. And as you can see, Mark is going around Donna by using his anchors or his guide. This is basically like a steering wheel in your car. They just help us to guide and steer the elephants in the direction where we want them to go. But well done, Donna. Give her a nice round of applause. Showing some of the behaviours that we train our behaviours. Now every single day here at Whipsnade Zoo we like to bathe and scrub our elephants, and you may well be thinking to yourselves, well, how on earth do we reach the top of an animal that stands almost 2 meters at the shoulders. Well, it's quite simple because what we ask the elephants to do is to go down into what's called the stretch position. There we go. All the way down, girls. And once they are in the stretch position, to make life even easier for ourselves, we will then ask the elephants to get... Yeah? What do you mean she's not going down? We're in the middle of a demonstration, Stefan. Luca, what is going on here? Are you not going to lay down for us this afternoon? Don't laugh. Don't encourage her. Luca, this is really embarrassing. This is a big important weekend for us. Lee, have you got any ideas as to what... Go on! Have you got an idea? Have you got an idea? Just thinking about it. She says, yes, I have got an idea. You need to tell us what the idea is. There you go. She says, we haven't done demonstrations for a few weeks, I've forgotten. Right, Donna is basically telling me that she knows that I've got fruit in my pocket, so she reckons if I offer Luca a bit of fruit, the chances are she's going to start communicating with us. So, Donna, is that what you're saying? Yes, very good at the yes bit, aren't you, Donna? There you go. You can have a banana just for being so cheeky. Alright, well, we are in the middle of a demonstration, so it's a little bit embarrassing. So we'll give it a go. Here we go, Luca. I've got another banana here. If I give you this banana, Luca, you're going to go down to the stretch position. Oh, not you like. Elephants will do anything for bread and bananas. There you go. There's your banana. Down you go then, Luca, into the stretch position. Give her a nice round of applause if it's so cheeky. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted there, to make life even easier for ourselves, we then ask the elephants to go over, completely onto their sides. And this just gives us complete and utter access to each and every part of their body. Again, very important when you're looking after such amazing animals, to be able to check them over every single day. Looking at their skin, making sure they haven't got any lumps and bumps that they shouldn't have on them. Also at this time of the year, they are particularly prone to getting fly bites on their stomach area just here. But it's also a position that will be used to take bloods from our elephants. And how we do this is we ask the elephants to lift their ears so that we can get to the veins behind their ears where they are most prominent. Alright girls, now we do take blood on a regular basis from our elephants, just as a general health check. But if one was pregnant, which by the way, 2 of our elephants are pregnant and 1 is due in the next few weeks. So do look out, listen out for the news of a baby elephant anytime soon. And we take it on a much more regular basis when they are pregnant, and this can determine the exact due date of the calf. And that just means that we are able to be present at every single birth of all of our calves, as we like to make sure there are no complications between mother and baby. Okay, well, once our elephants are all nice and clean, we'll then ask them to get back up onto their feet by saying, alright girls. They will stop themselves in the half position, and this just prevents them from kicking out at anybody that might be in their space, and also gives us an opportunity to wash off or wipe off any dirt or sand that's gotten on them playing on the ground. Alright girls, all the way back up onto your feet. The audience are going to go wild and give you a We're going to go to the back and chill out for a little while, because this is the part of the demonstration where one of you guys are going to get to come in and have a bit of fun with one of our elephants. But I do require a very brave volunteer for this, okay? I stress a brave volunteer.